awesome Monday, and I could not wait to come your way again. Welcome to Reflo'S TV. This video is brought to you by Reflo'S Sanitary Pads. Your well-being is our #1 priority because you deserve the best. And as you know, I am your Reflo'S Womanist. I'm not an expert, just sharing my thoughts and views. In the society, I believe that every individual is being shaped by 4 perspectives and values. 1, our social perspective, our cultural perspective, our religious perspective, and our personal perspective. These perspectives come together to form our personality and also aid in our personal decision making. And this goes on to affect a big decision such as sex before marriage. This issue has been on the lips and the minds of people all over. Is it right? Is it wrong? I think it's a personal decision. However, because we are culturally and communal people, and community is what makes us, let's find out. Religious-wise, being it Christian, being it Islam, even our traditional beliefs prohibits sex before marriage. That is having an affair with a man that you are not married to or a woman that you are not married to. And so activities or initiations such as the puberty rites is something that is promoted so much in our various communities, our various regions. In Ghana here, we call it the Depot by the Krobos. And also in my region, in the Volta region, it's also called Depot. And the Ashantis call it Brego. So these are not things that just happen. They are very sacred. They initiate teenagers into puberty, into adulthood, and not only to tell them that they are adults, but to inculcate into them the attitude of abstinence, abstaining from sex before marriage. When you go to the religious side also, Islamic, Christianity, and all that, like I said early on, they totally prohibit it. So before you even get married, you have to go and test for pregnancy. If you are pregnant before your day, it's a no-no for you. So this tells how important this is. In the Christendom, it's called fornication, and it's so bad. Personally, I think people make this choice as to whether they want to have sex or not before marriage. And these were some of the reasons I gathered. I came to know that people use sex as a trend of testing compatibility between to-be couples. And I don't know, but it's very interesting. They test for whether we are compatible together sexually, not emotionally, and not only like physically and all of that. And also test for the durability of the relationship. So it is believed that certain relationships are just sex-centered. And for that matter, if I have sex with you and then the relationship just goes off like that, it means you didn't love me at all. And other people say we can have the sex and, grow our emotions and sexually know whether we are compatible. And that way, when we enter into the relationship, we can grow it. Sweetheart, this is very, very important. And it's a serious matter because I have heard about stories, true life stories, about certain couples to be who a day before their marriage had sex. And then the woman came to announce to her family that she's not going to marry this man again. What could be the reason? Finances, security, whatsoever. They've already prepared. The issue she raised was that the man was not sexually compatible with her. She feels that the size of the man, in terms of the penis of the man, was not going to give her sexual satisfaction. And marriages without lack of sex and all of that, it leads to divorce. That is not what we are trying to promote as community. And so she actually said no. And there were women also who ran away from marriages and asked for divorce because they said, I cannot satisfy my husband. He is too, maybe too huge, and a whole lot of things. I personally heard those stories. People shared with me. And so this is a very serious issue. Even though religion prohibits, society prohibits, personally, what do you want to do about this? Apart from testing and doing all these things, I got to understand that research has it that couples to be who prolong sex have a healthy and more, healthy and more longer relationship, long-term relationship when they get married. Why? Because they spend much time emphasizing on other important things such as communicating, getting to know each other very well beyond just the sexual satisfaction or the sexual intimacy. And so it becomes much more. And so if you look at that and you think that this will work, like this is what I yearn for, I think you should go for it. But then if you decide to have sex, in every decision that we take, there are pros and there are cons. If you decide to have sex, what are some of the cons, the consequences of this? I feel that you will be vulnerable to issues like sexually transmitted infections, such as gonorrhea, syphilis, ovarian cysts, and a lot more. And most important, even the deadly HIV/AIDS, even though there is medication that is suppressing these issues, they do not entirely cure it. And you don't want to live your life with a disease or an illness forever. Every day taking medication all the time. It weakens your immune system, and that is not healthy. Another thing that you can do, I feel that sex, when you abstain from sex before marriage, trust me, it saves you from a lot of drama. The relationship drama, the drama of being brokenhearted and you staying and feeling used and feeling not enough, feeling worthless. You know those relationship drama and saga and wahalas. So wawunim. Eya na ya kapi say broken heart dear obi benyebi. Media menyebi do na ode benim say bia so dear. You see, these kind of things, I don't think you want to go through this. When you are depressed, when you are going through those hard moments, they affect your personality. They affect your confidence. They affect who you are as a person. You are unable to bring the best out of yourself. So you have to make this decision yourself. You know me, I don't like to make decisions for you. I just let you know what I think, and then you will just make the decision for yourself. And okay, the very last thing I want to even talk about in terms of, the benefit of abstinence is that it saves you from taking various critical emergency decisions, such as having an abortion. Having an abortion for an unwanted child. You have already involved yourself in sex, and probably even the relationship may not even be leading to marriage. You may have the plans, but probably both of you are not even ready. And you are not even ready at that moment to be a mother or to be a father. Parenthood comes with its own cost, its own issues, its own activities. And probably you don't want to go through all the stress. So you may opt for abortion. What pains me most is that you may even end up, some people go for illegal abortion, trying to terminate the pregnancies by themselves, which leads to death. Listen, our society needs you. We need you. I need you. The sisterhood needs you. Ubuntu needs you. Reflow community, we need you. So we don't want you to lose your life. So in order not to put yourself in that situation where you do anything and regret, I think that abstinence should be the master choice. But in all of it, if you still cannot abstain, I would say practice safe sex. Use condom and, so that you don't get yourself into all this. and have the sex because you want to, and not because you've been forced to compromise on anything. At the end of the day, it's your personal values and it is your personality and it is you. We need you, and this is where I end for today. Thank you so much for joining me for today's discussion. If you loved it as much as I did, just click on the like button and let's spread this news. Let's talk about it the more. Let's share and let's comment. Remember, this video was brought to you by Reflo'S Sanitary Pads. Your well-being is our #1 priority because you deserve the best. And you know, these parts are widely all over available in our market. Madina, Kaneshia, Gubloshi, Makola, everywhere you go. Tell a sister to tell a sister. It's Ubuntu. Ubuntu. I am because we are.